What is the significance of this feast? One of the ways we can react to this feast is with loud acclamations of "Alleluia! Christ is risen!" And it is true. This feast is worthy of loud acclamations. But there's also a quieter understanding that we come to because of this feast. A quieter understanding of a reality that transforms us. One way I thought I might be able to communicate that is to share with you a parable of life after delivery. It's a parable by Dr. Wayne Dyer. In a mother's womb were two babies. One asked the other, "Do you believe in life after delivery?" The other replied, "Why, of course. There has to be something after delivery. Maybe we are here to prepare ourselves for what we will be later." "Nonsense," said the first. "There is no life after delivery. What kind of life would that be?" The second said, "I don't know. But there will be more light than here. Maybe we will walk with our legs and eat from our mouths. Maybe we will have other senses that we can't understand now." The first replied, "That is absurd. Walking is impossible, and eating with our mouths, ridiculous. The umbilical cord supplies nutrition and everything we need. But the umbilical cord is so short. Life after delivery is to be logically excluded." The second insisted, "Well, I think there is something, and maybe it's different than it is here. Maybe we won't need this physical cord anymore." The first replied, "Nonsense! And moreover, if there is life, then why has no one ever come back from there? Delivery is the end of life. And in the after delivery, there is nothing but darkness and silence and oblivion. It takes us nowhere." "Well, I don't know," said the second. "But certainly we will meet Mother, and she will take care of us." The first replied, "Mother? You actually believe in Mother? That's laughable. If Mother exists, then where is she now?" The second said, "She is all around us. We are surrounded by her. We are of her. It is in her that we live. Without her, this world would not and could not exist." Said the first, "Well, I don't see her, so it is only logical that she doesn't exist." To which the second replied, "Sometimes when you're in silence and you focus and you really listen, you can perceive her presence and you can hear her loving voice calling down from above." Life after delivery. But it sounds so familiar, doesn't it? Maybe many of us refuse to consider that there is more to life than what we experience here and now. And if it is real that there is more to life than what we experience here and now, what does it suggest for how we might live, how we might focus our lives? So does it matter what we do in this life with regard to how we will experience the next? Sometimes when I watch the news, I have to admit, I sometimes become heartbroken at the evil that I see unfolding, the violence, the disrespect. And there's so much that I'd like to do to change that, but I know that sometimes it's just beyond me. And so I appeal to the one who lives beyond me, so that I might do what I can to change this experience, but also understand that there will be a justice and a healing beyond this life. And the fact that Jesus did come back from the grave is the reason that we have hope to believe in a life beyond this one. Jesus did come back. There are so many experiences of people who, I think, can confirm with their own experiences that Jesus is alive, that there is a life beyond this one. There was a man who lived in Paoli, in what they used to call Ronnie Park. His name was George. Good man. And he was in the hospital. He was, I guess, near death. And he had been in a coma for over a week. And his wife told me, Jeanette, he had been in a coma all week. And then he just opened his eyes, sat up in the bed, and looked. And he said, "Oh, wonderful, wonderful." And then he died. What did he see that was wonderful? He saw something. And to be honest, I've known other people who tell me of experiences like that. Maybe in a quieter way, things are happening all around us. It's not just in the shouted acclamations. Maybe there's something going on in our midst. 500 people, adults, joined the Catholic Church in Melbourne, Australia last night. Almost 1,200 in Philadelphia. 1,700 new members of the Catholic Church in Newark and Washington, D.C. Los Angeles had 9,000 new members who joined the church last night. In Spain, 14,000 new members of the church. In France, secular France, 21,000 new members in the church. Something must have been stirring, and it's all around the world. But something quietly has been stirring in people's hearts and minds in perception that has drawn them to that place. And so while shouted alleluias is quite appropriate during these days, I think it's also good to recognize and listen for the subtle voices within us that teach us what is beyond this life.